for the women's balance beam competition. What a way to get things moving with the 15-year-old from Sichuan. More inland province in the People's Republic of China. It's 17 hours away by car should you wish to drive it. Slightly less than the distance from London to New York. And she is a first-year senior. And the top qualifier with a score of 15. 6.3 difficulty. This is a busy, exciting routine. Here we go. Marvellous composed work. Will this routine get the finish it deserves? That's your answer. It might just be a case of thanks for playing and turning up, everyone else, because that is just superb work. Well, this is a gymnast who was 5th in the all-around competition at the Chinese National Championships just a couple of weeks ago here in this very building. Just 15. And the technique here, getting those knees up into the tuck and then keeping that line so beautifully clear. What she has is a degree of composure. I mean, yes, we all know that the People's Republic of China produces marvellous balance beam competitors. But this is a 15-year-old gymnast. And there was never a moment, was there, in that routine where you thought that she was in danger of exiting early? How will this compare to the huge 15 score in qualification? Her gap after qualification was already just over a mark, ahead of the second best. Large difficulty score is a key differential. Just a joy to watch an athlete on the balance beam when it's like this. Good technique in making sure the legs come up towards that horizontal mark. Lovely transition to the low work on the apparatus. .15.05. She's found a little extra difficulty of just a 10th, and she surely found a World Challenge Cup winning performance. Well, if anyone does manage to beat it, it's going to be the performance of a lifetime. Yeon Do-hyun of the Republic of Korea, 4th strongest in qualification, 12.2. That gives you an idea of the daylight, the gap between. Very nicely controlled walkover. Tentative. We've got a very nice balance beam final developing. Secure work from the gymnast who took the bronze medal on the uneven bars yesterday. Athlete from Seoul, who's only just turned 16. Did well in the Melbourne World Cup, her first international competition, coming 6th on beam. From a technical standpoint, if you're really looking for some of those key execution comparisons compared to Lee's routine, obviously you've got things like that, the clear wobbles, but also small things like when she leaps, then the legs just stay a little bit more away from that horizontal line, whereas Lee really brings them fully up. 12.3. Little improvements on the execution, just by a 10th, otherwise everything else the same as qualifying. So Yong Do-hyun is in second place. Now to Farah Abdul Hadi, and one of the interesting things about this competition is that only 2/10 separated 3rd and 8th position after qualification. So we've just seen Yong Do-hyun, who was a 12.2 as 4th best qualifier. Farah Abdul Hadi 12.1 as joint 6th best. So there's a real gap for somebody to come through and to challenge for bronze. It's going to be tiny margins that makes it happen. And that unfortunately could be the key tiny margin for Abdul Hadi. Off she comes. Lovely. It's a beautiful sequence. It's a certain style on the balance beam. She does with the arm movements. Really does create a genuine sense of choreography. Dismounts really nicely. What a shame for Farah Abdul Hadi that she just had that moment towards the start of the routine. She's always so good as a gymnast at treating what didn't go well the same way that she would treat what did go well. She's very measured in her response, and she's so good-humoured and respectful with all other competitors. She's such a popular gymnast and such a key role model figure in the Malaysian setup. That unfortunately will result in a full mark deduction. That was much nicer. Really good execution in the acrobatic sequence. Wolf jump looked secure. Touch of a lean forwards in the second bit. If you've been watching events like the Southeast Asian Games over a number of years, you will know her very well indeed. Farah Abdul Hadi, 2-time team gold medalist and a 2-time floor gold medalist. We will see her in the floor competition. That will be likely her best chance of a medal. 11.4, and actually that therefore was a much improved display, with the exception of that loss of contact, because she would have been around a 12.4. Let us not deal in hypotheticals. To Yin Su of the People's Republic of China. Gymnast who was second in qualification with 13.9. managed to hold it. It's very elegant. Does get some real height in those leaps. Certainly be expecting that to coming into second place behind Li Shijia. Teammates go and share congratulations. Haven't seen a huge amount of Yin Su internationally, but she did very well at the Asian Junior Championships in Jakarta last year. She was silver medalist on the balance beam, also took a silver on the floor and won the uneven bars competitions. Like so many of the Chinese gymnasts, she knows this arena very well. She was here at the National Championships just a couple of weeks ago. She was fourth in her team. They run a team competition by province, representing the Hubei province, which is about 3 to the north on the other side of Hunan and Jiangxi. Just looked a touch awkward going into that dismount, so the approach, just the leg seemed to slightly lose its strength. So if you're just joining the action, 15.05 the leading score, Li Shijia. 13.85 for Yin Su puts her into second place. Down by less than a tenth from qualification. Holding third at the moment is Yeon Do-hyun of the Republic of Korea. We still have got the third strongest qualifier, her teammate, to come. For now, though, it is Ominakon Kalilova of Uzbekistan, joint 6th in qualification with 12.1. This is her 4th World Cup event. First time that we've actually seen her in a final. Lovely sequence, very tidy and secure. It's always such a big moment for a gymnast when they break through and make it into a final. Just holding their own, holding the nerve, that's the key. A little unstable coming out of the high leg pirouette, but she minimised the deductions. Not out of the question. She could be in contention here if she can just hold this dismount, which she does. Nice, unusual finish to the routine. But that was very stable work. Straight over to celebrate with Oksana Chusovitina, who's always there watching on, happily give advice that will always be gratefully received. Those of you who saw the competition yesterday will have seen Oksana Chusovitina taking a silver medal on the vault. She's such a great leader figure in the Uzbekistan team. She comes straight down to watch teammates competing, gets behind over their shoulder to whisper words of encouragement as they're about to perform. Kalilova performed here with a real sense of calmness. When there were those little wobbles, she held firm. Dismounted nicely. So 12.1 was her score in qualification. She has a reasonably low difficulty of 4.6 compared to some of the others, but it looks like we're going to be dealing with very fine margins in this battle for bronze, and it's unfortunately the case that Kalilova is just missing out. She did creep up in difficulty, but the execution was compromised. So that is the state of play. There's really little doubt about first and second. Li Shijia locked that one up with the very first performance of the final. Splendid display. Yom Do-hyun is the nervous gymnast at the moment on 12.3. We've got 2 to go. Her teammate Lee Yun-ju hit a 12.3 in qualifying. And Hana Akaho, who's the last to go, had a 12.15. So it is up for grabs to get onto the podium. This is stable work. Been a very unexpected moment for things to go wrong. And then follows that up with wonderful rapidity and control in the pirouettes. Every 10th is going to count here. Hasn't lost many on that dismount. It's always lovely to see gymnast who's in medal contention, in a medal position, then give a big smile to their teammate. It's really nice to see. First to congratulate her. She is very well respected, the gymnast who we've just seen, Lee Yun-ju, 20-year-old, been part of the Korean team at a couple of world championships, including the most recent competition in Doha, Qatar. She was an Asian Championship bronze medalist on floor a couple of years ago in Bangkok. Certainly a well-established part of the Korean setup. Only moved to Korea in 2013, having been born in Shimonoseki in Japan. Father is from the Republic of Korea, mother is from Japan. Her dad decided he really wanted to learn more about his Korean heritage and explore his ancestry, and they moved as a result to Seoul. 12 for Lee Yun-ju. Execution just down by 0.3 from qualification. And as a result, Yom Do-hyun is still in the bronze medal position. So here we go, the last gymnast, Hana Akaho of Japan, the 16-year-old. Li Shijia leading the way, 15.05. Yin Su-su, 13.85, gold and silver. Really what we're looking at here is the battle for Yom Do-hyun's third place. 12.3 the score to beat. Akaho hit 12.15 in qualification. Through the first tricky sequence well. turn can pose problems. That did not. Oh, and that will be the confirmation that Yom Do-hyun has secured the bronze medal, almost certainly. Nice elements to this routine from Akaho. It was a case of nearly but not quite for the 16-year-old from Osaka. And it was always going to be a very tough battle to secure a bronze medal. It was always going to be very tight indeed. Furukasawa saying to Hana Akaho probably something along the lines of, yeah, you and me both. Both had their difficulties, but that was really secure. Did that nicely. That was where she just didn't quite get the line right. 奖牌的归属将尘埃落定。我们一起来期待一下缺水花最终的得分到底会是多少。Gaining an international experience, didn't get the cleanest, easiest push off the beam. She was slightly sideways as that happened. A little grimace from Hana Akaho. 11.15 the score for Hana Akaho. And there is the confirmation, as if it were needed really, that Li Shijia has won the competition. Just such an exceptional routine. She was first to go, 15.05. Hinsus not quite able to match that, but a 13.85 comfortable silver medal. It was exactly as we expected it to pan out. Then that intriguing battle to be the third strongest was won by Yom Do-hyun. She was fourth best in qualification, where other gymnasts had a little bit more of a struggle. It was the gymnast from the Republic of Korea who just improved upon her performance by a 10th. In the end, actually securing that bronze medal by 0.3. Confirmation of that dominant win for the People's Republic of China on balance beam. They know how well they can do it, and they've proven it once again. Li Shijia taking the gold, Yinsus the silver, and Yom Do-hyun from the Republic of Korea just beating out her teammate Li Eun-ju to take a well-deserved bronze medal and a first ever World Cup medal for her. But the story of this competition, overwhelmingly, is the sensational performance from Li Shijia. As comfortable a victory as you'll ever see. As comfortable a display with full control from start to finish. Zhaoqing will go third, top qualifier, and by a long